Hmm.
Okay. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to another video. As you can see, we have the honor of Mr.
Okay.
Nitesh Virangama. He is CPE Gold Medalist. He has 13 years of experience as a mentor, tutor, and educationist. He has international experience, exposure, and education in the field of pharmacy research. He has experience as an overseas registered clinical pharmacist. His amazing institution, Pharmavision, as a career consultant, prepares students with the intention to develop the competencies to work as pharmacists. They are helping pharmacy students with pharmacist abroad career counseling, hassle-free admission, visa process, dream university admission, and assistance with scholarships and finance. Their services also include career planning, country selection counseling, career consultation and coaching courses and university selection, admission process, financial and scholarship programs, visa file preparation, education and training. Who can join? All those students who are overseas career experience in Canada, USA, Australia, UK and New Zealand. All the pharmacy students studying B.Pharm, PharmD and M.Pharm and practicing pharmacist. You can also achieve your dreams of successful pharmacist by Pharmavision. Thank you so much for joining, sir.
Thank you, Sakshi. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to express my views and idea for all the pharmacy students, including those who have done their pharmacy and those who are currently studying the pharmacy. Okay, so all the subscribers and the viewers of Gallup Saxi's channel, she is really doing good for pharmacy students, especially for PharmD students. So I am really happy about the activities that you are doing and inspiring the PharmD students. So that's really good, Saxi. Keep doing
Thank you
these
so much.
kind of activities for the pharmacy profession in general. Okay,
Thank you.
that's good.
We had some questions for you, sir.
Thank you.
So first question is, how PharmD is better than B Farm and M Farm?
Okay, so let's we split the pharmacy in two different areas. The one is called the basic pharmacy knowledge. That's called the pharmacy, Bachelor of Pharmacy. And the PharmD is considered as a professional qualification. So that professional qualification is required certain kind of the prerequisite knowledge. So the PharmD program is considered as an integrated professional postgraduate level program that is primarily preparing the students for the clinical, patient care, and research relevant skills and competencies. And on the other side, the Bachelor of Pharmacy is a more generic program. If we are talking about the Indian Bachelor of Pharmacy syllabus, that is more dominant towards the industrial pharmacy rather than the clinical pharmacy. Okay, so that's the big and the major difference between the Bachelor of Pharmacy and the PharmD. And the Master of Pharmacy is depend upon the which domain you are selecting. So those kind of specific skills you can acquire from the masters. But the PharmD is mainly research, patient care, and clinical. These are the three main domains it's focusing.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So next question was, what courses can we do after PharmD?
Okay, that's a really, really good question. So if we consider PharmD program, after that you have lots and lots of different specialized areas. Like you can do Master of Clinical Pharmacy, Master of Patient Care, Master of Pharmacovigilance, Public Health, Epidemiology. This kind of the basic master's programs you can do. Other than that, if you want to do some of the specialized domains, then you have like genomic analysis, precision medicines. You can do your master's in molecular biology and also neuroscience, cardiovascular. These kind of specialized masters also you can do. And other than that, some of the PharmD students can get special accreditations. What does that mean? Accreditations means the after completion of your PharmD, if you are going to complete certain procedures, you get a special license that's called the accreditation of conducting the medication management review.
Mm.
And pretty much all the developed countries are paying huge amount of money for doing the medication management review. So MMR is one of the great opportunity for PharmD graduates. Other than that, the PharmD graduates can become a diabetic educator, asthma educator, and also they can complete the residency programs. Okay, so after completion of your PharmD, you have various kind of options to study masters. Depend upon the which domain you want to grow, you can select. But there are vast variety of career options are available. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Next question was, can PharmD graduates open clinic and write prescriptions?
That is also very big and debatable questions. When we are talking about the clinics, there are two different kind of clinics are in existence. One is called the walk-in clinic, and the other one is called the medical clinic. Okay, so PharmD graduates cannot open the medical clinic because medical clinic can be opened only by the medical practitioners like doctors. But walk-in clinic, that kind of concept is existing in US, Canada, and UK, and some of the province in Australia also. The walk-in clinic concept is there. The second part is called the prescribing rights. Okay, so the pharmacist is continuously, like a pharmacy professionals associations are continuously fighting to get the rights to prescribe the medications, and almost every country has a certain level of accessibility has been given. Like for example, if we are talking about Canada, the Alberta state has given rights to the prescribing medication by the pharmacist. Some of the province in US also allowed the pharmacist to write the medications. In Australia and UK also the same. And some of the European countries also have given the rights to prescribe the medications. But those medications prescribing rights are for the chronic disease management, not for the acute management. Okay, but in India, we are hoping for the getting some sort of positive outcome down the line, and eventually we will get that kind of rights. Okay, so guys, we have a really good hope about the good pharmacy profession in India.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The other question was, what is the average salary of PharmD graduate in India?
Okay, average salary of PharmD graduates, if he is working in research, or they can work in pharmacovigilance sectors, average is about 2.5 to 3 lakhs per year. That's the like starting salary. And after getting your experience, you can move to the next level. But initially, you can expect to get at least 2.5 to 3 lakhs per year.
Okay, sir. Sir, what are the career opportunities in pharmacovigilance in India?
Okay, so first of all, we can understand what is pharmacovigilance. The pharmacovigilance means the medication related safety relevant all the activities and research. So those activities and research is called the pharmacovigilance. So pharmacovigilance, normally some of the clinical research organizations are recruiting the pharmacovigilance officers. Some of the government agencies are also recruiting, and the pharmaceutical industry, those who have done their clinical research completion, after that, the post-market surveillance, during that time also, they can recruiting the pharmacovigilance professionals. When we are talking about clinical research, normally developing countries are the best area for clinical research related activities, because we have a wide spectrum of patients and also the multiple combination of the disease condition. Okay, so comorbid condition, wide variety of patients. So that's why all the developed countries are conducting the clinical research in developing country like India. And during that time and the post-market surveillance also, they are recruiting the pharmacovigilance. So it's really, really good opportunity in pharmacovigilance, especially in India. And you can expect to get somewhere around about 3 lakhs to 3.5, like 3.5 lakhs would be the average salary pharmacovigilance professional can get in India.
Okay, sir. So if I'm someone who wants to work in hospital after PharmD, then what are my career opportunities for the same?
Okay, in hospitals, broadly, you have 4 different career options as a clinical pharmacist. The one is clinical pharmacist itself, clinical pharmacist. The second is you can work in management. Okay, clinical hospital pharmacy directors. The third option, you can work in inpatient pharmacist, and the fourth one is outpatient pharmacist. That means is a normal the pharmacy store kind of jobs. Okay, so there are four different kind, like all these different kind of options to work as a pharmacist in hospitals.
Okay, sir. Sir, which job opportunity, according to you, is best fitted for career in India after PharmD, if the pay scale is taken into consideration?
Okay, so currently clinical pharmacy profession is in a growing stage at this point of time. Okay, so before I can give you the answer of this question, I can take you a little bit back into the history of pharmacy profession in India. Okay, so like if we consider in 1950s when the India was just independent, at that time only 2% of the pharmaceutical products we were manufacturing in India, and 98% of the pharmaceutical products we were importing from the other countries. Okay, so that was the situation in 1950s. So within the 50 years time span, in by the end of 2000 or 1990s, the India was one of the leading manufacturer of pharmaceutical products, and is one of the leading exporter of the pharmaceutical products. So that means in those 50 years time, the industrial pharmacy has grown up exponentially. And now that sector is almost in a mature stage, and now they're moving to the next orbits. But जो आने वाले 30 years है, in next 30 years, the clinical science and clinical pharmacy is the growing professional field of the pharmacy. तो जैसे लास्ट 50 साल में इंडस्ट्रियल फार्मेसी में जो हुआ था, that kind of same thing will happen in next 30 years in clinical pharmacy. Why? What kind of predictors we can assume कि इंडिया में ऐसा क्यों होगा? तो आप देखिए सारे डेवलप्ड कंट्री में जो क्लिनिकल फार्मेसी प्रोफेशन बहुत ही एक्सपेंड हो रहा है, दैट मींस द क्लिनिकल फार्मासिस्ट की रिस्पांसिबिलिटीज बढ़ रही है, पर इंडिया में अभी नहीं हो रहा है. तो दैट्स द सेम काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स विल हैपन इन इंडिया. तो आने वाले टाइम में फार्मासिस्ट डेफिनेटली क्लिनिकल फार्मासिस्ट विल गेट द गुड जॉब एंड गुड प्रॉस्पेक्ट इन इंडिया. मेन जो satisfactory point है, that called the like 5-6 years of study you have done for clinical science, the best challenging and rewarding profession I would say is the patient management, like MMR, medication management review pharmacist, and the prescribing pharmacist. If these two professional accreditations will be implemented in India, then the PharmD graduates will get the real good satisfaction about their profession. Okay, but currently is the best job for getting the good salary is either they can work in pharmacovigilance or they can work in hospital clinical pharmacy sector at this point. But in future बहुत कुछ आने वाला है. Okay.
Sir, along with studying for PharmD, what are the other courses, certification courses we can do, which can help us get better jobs?
Okay, ideally that's depend upon where you want to build your future. If the student has decided to stay in India, then I would recommend they have to improve their communication skill, patient counseling related skills and competencies they have to grow and develop. Why? Because if you have a good communication skill and good patient care related skills, the one of the very good emerging field is in pharmaceutical industry, they are recruiting PharmD graduates, those who have this kind of skill sets as a trainer. Okay, और वो कहाँ पे ट्रेनिंग के लिए?
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Recording stopped. Recording in progress.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
So actually the one important skills they have to learn during their PharmD studies is the communication skill. Okay, and training related skills they have to acquire. The second is the pharmacovigilance relevant certificate course they have to do. The third is also they have to involved in any kind of research related programs. Okay, those like biostatistics related programs they can do. So this kind of programs they can focus those who want to stay in India, and those students who want to go to overseas, they have to focus on learning some basic patient counseling and over-the-counter medication management related courses. Okay, so those kind of courses are going to prepare you while you are studying any other programs. At that time, you are easily going to get the job as a pharmacy assistant and pharmacy technician that can support your expenses of study, as well as that can give you the good exposure to the pharmacy in your destination country. Okay, so clinical research, pharmacovigilance, biostatistics and epidemiology, and patient care and over-the-counter medication management. This kind of programs the students should have to focus during their PharmD study.
Okay, sir. So what are the job opportunities outside India? Like for India, you said that for pharmacovigilance as clinical pharmacist and in research, we have good scope. So if we are someone who wants to pursue career outside India, then what?
Okay, outside India, I have listed somewhere around about 20 different opportunities. 20 different opportunities as a pharmacist. Okay, so I can share those lists with you, and so you can provide that list to all the subscribers and your viewers so they can get the better understanding. Okay, the most important one is infectious disease pharmacist, diabetic educator, prescribing pharmacist, nuclear pharmacist, drug information pharmacist, critical care pharmacist, geriatric pharmacist, okay, managed care pharmacist, then the oncology pharmacist. So these kind of specialized sectors the pharmacist can work in, and it's really, really challenging, and really it's like demanding as well. So when we are talking about the demand of the professions, always you have to evaluate on based upon the how much you are earning compared to the average earning of the country. Okay, like for example, if we are talking about any country, for example, Canada or Australia, the pharmacist average pay scale is somewhere around about $1,15,000 per year. $1,15,000 against the average earning of the country is about $60,000, $55,000 to $60,000. That means the pharmacist is earning double than the average earning of the country. That means that is a clear indicator the pharmacist is in demand. The second important parameter always we have to keep in mind is that because the pharmacist is in demand, that's why easy to get migration. So pharmacists easily can get migration or permanent residency of the country. Good earning potential, good business opportunities, permanent residency chances are good. That's why you have to focus to get in developed country. The first step should be getting the license, and after getting license, whatever area of interest you have, like in infectious, oncology, geriatric, or nuclear pharmacist, so you can select any of the specialized as a residency pharmacist, and definitely you will get a good career in developed country. Okay.
So what are the exams that we need to crack to continue PharmD or to work as a pharmacist in Canada?
In Canada, you have to clear the PEBC examination. This the PEBC is the board, Pharmacy Examining Board of Canada. So the first step is you have to pass the PEBC evaluating exam. After passing the evaluating exam, you have to pass the PEBC qualifying exam. The PEBC qualifying exam has two exams. One is MCQ and the other one is the OSCE. After passing these exams, the PEBC is going to give you the certificate of qualification, and that certificate of qualification, or based upon that, you can get your license to practice as a pharmacist in Canada.
Okay, and so what are the good universities there?
In Canada?
Yes, sir.
Okay, in Canada, there are like more than 30 good universities. They're offering various different kind of programs. But normally, the PharmD students, those who want to go to Canada, they have to focus on the different kind of programs like genomic consultation and functional genomics and clinical consultation. That is the good program. The students can focus on the public health because that program also open up your window towards the becoming a health inspector. The third program is health information management because that's also the professional qualification certification is associated with that. Healthcare administration is there, and also the students can get into programs like public health in epidemiology, global health and human administration service. Some of the students who want to expand their horizon and they want to get into industrial pharmacy, they have three most important programs. One is pharmaceutical science, second is food quality assurance, and third is cannabis technology. Okay, so there are various kind of programs available, more than 55 different programs for pharmacy students in Canada. Okay.
And sir, the same goes for Australia and New Zealand, other countries.
Australia, New Zealand, UK, and US, every country has the same kind of programs. Broadly, you have to divide programs in 6 different domains. The first domain you have to focus is called the clinical related courses. Second, you have to focus on the research oriented courses. When we talk about research oriented courses, further you have to divide into 3 groups of research. The first is called the molecular biology related research. The second is the clinical research, and third is epidemiological research. Those students who are good in technology and they have like a little bit knowledge about like programming and data science, those students can select the programs like health informatics. That is also very demanding program. Some of the students, they are very much specific about the specialized clinical practice. Those students can get into genomic analysis. Like genomic analysis will be the future of customized management of the disease condition. So ऐसे programs में जा सकते हैं. Okay, and some of the students, they by mistake they have taken the pharmacy and they want to change the domains. So they use the pharmacy as the base, and along with that they want to use the management skills. Those students can select the research analyst program. They can select the programs like data analytics. Also, the good communication and the pharmaceutical or research related institutes के साथ अगर उसको collaborate करना है, तो that's called the corporate communication and public relationship related programs. Those programs can broaden your opportunity window in with the pharmacy knowledge, and the other skills can open the broader spectrum of opportunities in various other sectors. Okay.
Okay, sir. So what are the scholarships which are available if we want to pursue career in foreign country? For example,
Okay.
if in Canada.
Okay, so when we are talking about scholarship, broadly we have to divide the scholarship in 4 different parts. The first scholarship is called entry-level scholarship. That means the certain candidates are straight away getting the scholarship based upon their merits. The whatever grades and English proficiency they have, like IELTS score and their graduation marks, based upon that they can get entry-level scholarship. That's the first scholarship. The second scholarship is called the Dean approved scholarship. So some of the students, they have a specialized knowledge or they have special kind of achievements like in sports or any other things. Based upon that, they can get a scholarship. The third scholarship is some of the NGOs are offering scholarships. So we have to apply for those kind of open scholarships. Okay, those scholarships mainly based upon your primary intention of doing your research and how your education will help to transform the society. Okay, you have to write the essay, and based upon that assessment, they are going to judge your mental attitude and mental framework is using education as a tool for the transformation of the social problems. So they can approve your scholarship. Some of the scholarship are provided by certain specialized institutes of India. Okay, so those scholarship for really good students. Mainly, these are the 4 different area of scholarships, and the 5th one is on based upon your study in first year. What is your performance? On based upon that, the university will define, and they can give you the scholarship for your second year program.
Okay. So what
Okay.
are the Indian institutes that provide the scholarships?
बहुत सारी institutes है, जैसे Tata Institutes is also providing the scholarship. Pretty much all the big business houses, they have a certain kind of organizations and they get the scholarship. Okay, so you can apply through those institutes, and the one is called the acquired scholarship. Acquired scholarship का मतलब क्या होता है? Actually, scholarship is not in existence. पर आपको सामने से अप्रोच करना है. जैसे कि आपने एक क्वेश्चन पूछा था कि ड्यूरिंग ग्रेजुएशन व्हाट काइंड ऑफ एक्टिविटीज एंड थिंग्स वी हैव टू लर्न. ओके, so for example, if you are studying in a 4th year, directly you can approach to any of the pharmaceutical industry research department, do some volunteering or your research project with that university. Okay, and if you are doing your research, you are showing your commitments and your dedication towards the study. You can write to that particular pharma company, I am going to carry out this research project to the next level at the international university, and I can, like, all the rights of my research and patent will be collaborative. It's yours, and in publications also, I can get my name on that. But the condition is you have to make a payment of my tuition fees. समझ में आया मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ?
Yes.
That is very, 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 very possible और बहुत easy है. Most of the companies are promoting such kind of students, and they can sponsor the students. So that's not like officially this kind of scholarship is not in existence, but you can forward approach and you can get this kind of stipend for your education. That is also possible. You can do that.
While
And
studying
India is,
only. Okay.
huh?
While
Yeah,
studying.
yeah. Yes, while you are studying, and you can propose your research proposal, and you are going to study in world's best university and carried out the company's research as your academic project.
Okay. Yes, sir. Okay. So, which country do you think is best for career after PharmD?
Okay, especially for PharmD, if we are talking, US is the best option, because other countries can accept the Bachelor of Pharmacy students, but US is the only country they're accepting the PharmD graduates to get into licensing process. But the challenge for US is to get the immigration is a little bit difficult. That's why those students who want to go to direct to US, that is good. The other students can also use the alternate route. They can.
Hello.
Recording stopped. Recording in progress.
Okay, so it's clear. US is the best option for PharmD graduates. The second option is Canada, Australia. These are also the good option, but the best one is US. And the challenge is the immigration. Permanent residency is the challenge. That's why those students who want to get the permanent residency and want to earn good, Canada and Australia is a good option.
Okay. So, last question. What is the scope of PharmD in Australia and how to get a job there?
Okay. As a pharmacist, you can pass the KPS exam. That's a licensing exam of Australia to become registered pharmacist. KPS exam you can write from India. So after passing that exam, you have to go there, complete your internship, complete your second exam that's called the intern oral and intern written exam. After passing that exam, you have an option to work in hospitals or in community pharmacy or in special care pharmacy, and also you can open your pharmacy business. After 2 years experience, you can get MMRA certificate. That's called the Medication Management Review Pharmacist certificate. Along with your career as a pharmacist in community or hospital, you can do your practice as a MMR. And for doing the one patient management, that shouldn't take more than 2 to 3 hours, but the government is going to pay you more than $220 for one patient management. Okay, so normal salary is $1 lakh, and along with that, you can get this MMR processing fees. So it's a really, really good opportunity in Australia as a pharmacist.
And so, what are the good universities there where we can approach?
Okay, that's a really good question. In like when you are researching for the university's level, okay, as per the Times University rank, the world's #1 university for pharmacy, world's #1 university is the Monash University in Australia. Okay, so Monash is #1 university not only in Australia but in entire world, and the second is Harvard. #1 is Monash. Okay, so that's the one, and overall, around about 20 universities are good for pharmacy studies. Out of that, the 5 universities are really, really good in Australia. One is Monash. Second one is, you can think about Queensland, University of Tasmania, Curtin University, and also Melbourne University and the University of New South Wales. So these are the good universities, especially for pharmacy studies.
Okay. So we talked about MMR. So how is its scope in India?
MMR is not in existence at this point of time. Okay, but if we work together, all the pharmacy professionals, okay, this is a very, very important information for all pursuing pharmacists and all the pharmacists, those who are working at a moment. नॉर्मली किसी भी प्रोफेशन की अगर हम बात करें तो प्रोफेशन के 2 पहलू होते हैं. जो द फर्स्ट वन इज कॉल्ड द रेगुलेटरी ऑथोरिटी ऑफ द प्रोफेशन, एंड सेकंड इज एडवोकेसी प्रोफेशनल एसोसिएशन. तो एक गवर्नमेंट के साथ बात करके रेगुलेशन को लाके उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करता है, और दूसरा जो है एडवोकेसी डिपार्टमेंट या तो एडवोकेसी एसोसिएशन होता है, वो पूरे देश के प्रोफेशनल का एसोसिएशन होके सरकार के साथ और रेगुलेशन के साथ बात करता है. इंडिया में सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम हमारा एक ही है, हमारा जो एडवोकेसी पार्ट है इज नॉट देयर. एडवोकेसी पार्ट इज वेरी बिग. अगर आप कनाडा, यूएस, ऑस्ट्रेलिया, यूके किसी भी कंट्री को देखोगे तो फार्मासिस्ट एसोसिएशन इज वेरी पावरफुल ऑथोरिटी. ओके, सो वो क्या करता है, कंटिन्यूअसली प्रोफेशनल डेवलपमेंट भी करवाता है और गवर्नमेंट के साथ बात भी करता है और प्रोफेशन की डिमांड को भी बढ़वाता है कि भाई हम लोग इतना पढ़ रहे हैं तो यू कैन गिव अस मोर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. वी आर रेडी टू टेक दैट रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, वी आर रेडी टू टेक द चैलेंजेस एंड वी आर रेडी टू प्रिपेयर फॉर दैट. ऐसा नहीं है कि खाली हमें रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ही दीजिए, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी भी दो और हम पढ़ने के लिए तैयार है, इम्प्रूव करने के लिए भी तैयार है. तो अगर हम सब लोग मिलके ये पॉइंट को आगे बढ़ाए तो इंडिया में इमीडिएट 3 स्कोप को बढ़ा सकते हैं. 3 स्कोप बहुत ही जरूरी है फार्मडी के बच्चों के लिए. सबसे पहला स्कोप जो रिक्वायर्ड है, दैट इज कॉल्ड द डायबिटिक एजुकेटर रिक्वायरमेंट. वो क्यों जरूरी है? पूरे वर्ल्ड में डायबिटीज जितने रेट से बढ़ रहा है उससे सिग्निफिकेंट ज्यादा रेट से इंडिया में बढ़ रहा है.
बहुत ज्यादा.
तो उसको कंट्रोल करने के लिए हम लोग 6 साल पढ़ते हैं फार्मेसी. ओके, तो वी आर द राइट कैंडिडेट फॉर डायबिटिक एजुकेटर. तो पहली फाइट हमें ये करनी चाहिए हम सब लोगों को मिलके कि गिव अस ए राइट एज ए डायबिटिक एजुकेटर. ओके, और उसकी पोजीशन क्रिएट करके फार्मडी को एक स्पेशल प्रिविलेज दिया जाए. दैट्स द फर्स्ट थिंग. द सेकंड थिंग इज इमरजेंसी मेडिकेशन डिस्पेंसिंग एंड प्रिस्क्राइबिंग राइट्स. ये सेकंड इंपॉर्टेंट स्कोप होना चाहिए क्योंकि हम लोग मिलके उसके ऊपर फाइट कर सकते हैं. करंटली एक विडंबना है हमारे देश की, 10th पास बच्चा इमरजेंसी मेडिकेशन का प्रिस्क्रिप्शन लिख सकता है, लेकिन PharmD को ऑफिशियल राइट्स नहीं है। तो इसके ऊपर भी हमें आवाज उठानी चाहिए। ओके, ये दो तो हो गए। तीसरा, द थर्ड बिगेस्ट कोमोर्बिड, जो हमारी जो डिजीज, क्रॉनिक डिजीज कंडीशन का थर्ड मेजर कंट्रीब्यूटर ऑफ डेथ है, वो रेस्पिरेटरी है। तो रेस्पिरेटरी के ऊपर बहुत सारे लोगों को अस्थमा पंप का यूज किस तरह से करना चाहिए। अस्थमा एक्शन प्लान एक्चुअली पूरे भारत में कहीं पे भी नहीं, अस्थमा एक्शन प्लान। ओके, तो हम उसको तो एक सिंपल इंप्लीमेंटेशन करवा सकते हैं। तो PharmD के बच्चों को अस्थमा एजुकेटर का एक दर्जा दिया जाए, उसका एक एक्रेडिएशन सर्टिफिकेट दिया जाए। ये तीन चीजें हम इमीडिएट कर सकते हैं। ओके, और फोर्थ नंबर पे, अगर हम मेडिकेशन रिव्यू के ऊपर थोड़ा सा ट्रेनिंग करवाए, तो करंटली द गवर्नमेंट इज फोकसिंग ऑन लाइक अ जेनरिक फार्मेसी। ओके, जेनरिक फार्मेसी से हम कॉस्ट कटिंग करवा रहे हैं, पर मेडिकेशन मैनेजमेंट रिव्यू से उससे बहुत ज्यादा कॉस्ट कटिंग हो सकती है, ओवरऑल मैनेजमेंट ऑफ पेशेंट के जो एक्सपेंस की। इसीलिए MMR is also very important. There are significant number of clinical research are supporting if the patient is taking more than 3 medications on a regular basis, that can cause the medication related issues. And those medication related issues are ultimately leading to the hospitalization, and that can incur the major cost in their healthcare budget, या तो उसकी खुद की जो फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग में भी बहुत बड़ा खर्चा आ सकता है। तो MMR कॉस्ट रिडक्शन के लिए जरूरी है। डायबिटिक एजुकेटर देश की हेल्थ को ओवरऑल इंप्रूव करने के लिए जरूरी है। इमरजेंसी मेडिकेशन प्रिस्क्रिप्शन के जो राइट्स है, वो रूरल एरिया में हम बेटर हेल्थ सर्विस को प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं, उसके लिए जरूरी है। और अस्थमा एजुकेशन अगर हम प्रोवाइड करें, तो अस्थमा रिलेटेड मोर्टालिटी को सिग्निफिकेंटली कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं। ये चार प्रोफेशनल डेवलपमेंट के लिए हम सब लोगों को मिलके इसके रिलेवेंट हमें कुछ आवाज उठानी चाहिए। ओके, तो ये मेन अपॉर्चुनिटी हो सकती है फ्यूचर की।
Yes, sir, that is there. हम लोग भी most of the time we are in hospital, so we see many times, especially for diabetes and hypertensive patients, and for other inpatients also, there are so many medications that are prescribed which are not actually needed. Simple dietary modification or lifestyle modification, where it can be enough. There is literally bombarding of medications there. So I guess there we can really work.
And that's why we have to start implementing the pharmaceutical care plan. Pharmaceutical care plan need to be implemented, and we have to work together and start advocating and awareness creation to the community about the family pharmacist. ये कॉन्सेप्ट हमें इम्प्लीमेंट करना है। फैमिली फिजिशियन तो ठीक है, पर फैमिली फार्मासिस्ट होना चाहिए, क्योंकि फिजिशियन तो बदलते रहेंगे। आपको हार्ट के लिए कार्डियक स्पेशलिस्ट के पास जाना पड़ेगा, रीनल के लिए नेफ्रोलॉजिस्ट के पास जाना पड़ेगा, पर फार्मासिस्ट तो सेम रहेगा, जिसके पास आपका पूरा मॉनिटरिंग होगा। ओके, तो इस तरह से हम कुछ कर सकते हैं।
सही तो है। Alright. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, thank you, Sakshi. Thank you very much, and best wishes. Keep doing all these kind of activities, and continuously हम सब लोग मिलके फार्मेसी प्रोफेशन को नेक्स्ट लेवल तक ले जाने में किसी ना किसी तरीके से मदद कर सकते हैं। ओके, ओके, हैव अ गुड टाइम, बाय बाय, टेक केयर।
Thank you, sir.